Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Saturday the 3rd, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got this morning way earlier than I should have. Got around, got the dogs taken care of, got that all wrapped up, headed outside, jumped in the hot tub for a little bit, and had a dog getting dropped off at 7 a.m. We did a super late night meet and greet last night, and the dog is still intact, a neutered male that likes to hump stuff and mark things, so he's gonna spend more time outside with me or in the crate because I just don't trust him not to pee on my stuff in the house. And even the owner was good with that because he said he spends all day in the crate at home. When they're at work, he tears up stuff. So, and I thought, hell, no big deal, I'm getting the hot tub before it gets here. So set my alarm to make sure I was out of the hot tub in time, which I was. Got out of the hot tub, alarm went off, got out of the hot tub, and literally just finished drying off and got my robe, walked in. And he texted me and said he's gonna be like 40 minutes late. And I was like, fuck, if I'd known that, I had, oh well, it is what it is. So I would have got my run and a couple other things, who knows, this morning. So went ahead, got dressed, got a couple things done, made sure the dogs were all fed, got that taken care of, and then waited for him to show up. He dropped the dog off, everything went fine, took the dog outside with me, hung outside for a while, let their dog out with him, and they brought the training collar over with the dog, and he had to get a couple little corrections because kept trying to hump stuff and can't be having that. So their dog didn't appreciate it. It kind of squabbled a little bit, but nothing major. A couple of corrections, and they got along great, and then got along splendidly, actually, to the point they hung out outside a lot in the morning, got a few other things done, decided it was time to head across the street and start getting warm to work on the house, and proceeded to work on the house quite a bit. I brought the dog with me, the new one, let him run around the backyard. So I had too much stuff in the house. I'm getting the floors all swept up and vacuumed and cleaned, and didn't want him tracking dirt and muddy paw print stuff because the sprinkler had been running and whatnot. The yard was wet. So being out there with him, I could watch him through the glass doors and the windows there. So I keep an eye on him. He'd run around a little bit and he'd come back, and he'd run around a little bit and come back, and just continue that for quite a while. So started laying down flooring. I picked to start by the front door in that front entryway because that was most important. Make sure I didn't hit like a weird sliver that would screw up my aesthetics when you first walk in, and thought this is where I'm at. I'm just gonna rock this thing out, I'm gonna just do it, and I'll be good to go. Won't be a problem. And sure enough, got it going down, and man, it wasn't going down right. It wouldn't lay in right. It kept moving around, kept wanting to bow up, and I get a few rows done, and then so I'm getting the neck, like the 5th row in, the first or second row would pop apart. It's like, it's like, this is ridiculous. So, and they have a way, it says it's better to work from this direction out, but because I'm starting in the middle of my house, I got to work backwards at some point anyway, so it really don't matter. So I gave up after quite a while trying that over and over again, get them all locked in, screwing up, get them all locked in, screwing up, turn them all around. That wall go the other direction, I'll work backwards this way, which is gonna suck, but got to figure out something. So I'm like, no big deal, and that sucks. So like 5 times I put the flooring down and took it all back up. Tried it with the underlayment. I thought, well, maybe the underlayment's causing the lot to move too much. Not on the seams, the tongue groove to buckle out. So I took the underlayment back up, and it was just, couldn't figure it out. Went and took a break, enjoyed a little small cigar, not the whole thing, most of the cigar, I guess. And then went back in, tried again. My wife came over. She started asking some things and whatnot. So I thought, well, if I start, and she said that it says you're supposed to start from left to right, work your way out, and ain't that much of a difference, but I mean, it is a little bit, not much. So tried going from left to right from the back corner of the living room, and nothing, and it just kept popping apart. I tried it without the underlayment, tried it with the underlayment, and so I spent like 6 hours climbing up and down. It's just basically down my hands and knees, back up, down my hands and knees, back up, down my hands and knees, back up, cutting stuff, everything else. I bought a good cutter, bought everything I needed, about the installation kit, not a good hammer, and I got, well, I'm like, fuck yeah, this is ridiculous. So I finally gave up, so I'm done for the day. I had my wife call and ask what they would charge to put it in. They want like $1.25. He said probably put it down without, because normally it's more than that, but until we got everything out and all the carpets out and the baseboards up and there's nothing else to do, $1.25 a square, which, like, I don't know, probably 1,400 square feet I think I'm tiling or putting laminate down on is a lot of money, you know. So it's just, that's a lot of money. So I'm like, God, can't be that hard. It's gonna be something I'm missing. So I posted it on Facebook. People give me some pointers, but nothing really jumped out. Watched a few more YouTube videos. That makes sense. And finally said, hell with it. I think I know what I'm doing wrong. Finally figured out, so I was using spacers against the wall, and what was happening is, put the first row in, you gotta leave the gap, so you have expansion gaps so it doesn't sit high up against the wall. Well, that's fine. I get a couple rows in, then as I'm hammering the fourth or fifth row in, the back row would come loose and would go towards the wall, and the shim would move and stuff, and I'm like, screw it. So I looked online, found some things, guys saying just screw it in, just tap con it into your concrete, which I hate drilling holes in my concrete, but I'm like, hey, I gotta do something here. So said to hell with it, went over, had dinner, actually I got my run in first, went ahead, got my shower, got dinner in me, and then decided I was gonna head to Home Depot. So I drove over to New Smyrna real quick. It's not that far, it's like an hour round trip minimum, and this one took a little longer, so I had to look for their stuff. But ended up buying some Tapcons, ended up buying the drill bit, bought a different rubber hammer, thinking maybe a little more of it, because the one I got's pretty old and it's not got as much like grip when it hits. It's kind of like old tires and new tires grip better, so as long as I hit stuff it'd work better and whatnot. And bought a couple handles, like metal handles, to put on my beater block so I can hold it better as I'm tapping it in and stuff and whatnot. And I thought, it should work. I think I got enough stuff, no big deal. So said to hell with it, got all my stuff, came back home. I didn't go back over and work again. Decided it's late enough. It's like 8:30 now. So got the dogs outside, play with them for a while, had myself a cigar, and bought some silicones and some caulks, and bought some glues and different things I wanted to use, and trying to kind of make sure I get it all, everything I need to do. So bought a bunch of stuff I don't need, but it's still not that big a deal. I'm way below what it would cost us to put it in. And the big thing is, this is really gonna piss me off, so I spend like, $1,700 for stuff, or $1,500 has me come put this in, or even just $1,000 has me put it in. And then I see all the mistakes they make. Then I'm gonna be super annoyed that I'm like, well shit, I could have done that good job. Like, I could have screwed up that bad kind of thing. So, and saved myself the, $1,800, whatever the hell it would have been. So that was kind of where I'm at in that whole thing. So went ahead and ended up hanging out with the dogs, watched a couple more videos, and decided I'm just gonna Tapcon in some scrap pieces. So my goal is going to leave out the first row that should go against the wall. I'm gonna leave it out. I'm gonna cut down a bunch of scrap, the whole plank full of scrap, and then basically Tapcon it into my floor. Then I'll have something solid to bang against as I work that room. Once that room's done, I'll take those out and then drop in the new panels in that spot in the very back. And hopefully the rest of the floor will be heavy enough at that point. And with standing there or whatever, I might have my wife come over and mom come over and stand on the thing also, and adds more weight to bang on the floor to put that last piece in on that whole row. So that's my goal. We'll see what happens. It's so stressful. Like I said, I know there's something stupid I'm missing. I'm just not getting it, but I think part of it is I'm just not being mean enough to it, because I'm banging on it. I'm trying to be gentle for I'm gonna break a tongue or groove off, whatever. And I think maybe I gotta beat it up a little more. So the guys on videos on YouTube and stuff make it look so damn simple, but maybe they have, and they're using bigger beater blocks and all kind of stuff, so maybe they're not having to hit as hard because they're using like a 16-pound sledge instead of an 8-pound sledge. So kind of figured out with the tool. Plus, you've been doing it. A lot of these guys are all been doing this. This is like their 400th floor they put down, whatever. This is my first floor I put down, so clearly it's a learning curve to go. But I think tomorrow I'm going to start in the back corner, in the back spare bedroom, the guest room, and that way I'll be less likely to concerned if I make mistakes back there, so that I can I won't be as obvious right by the front door. Because that's part of my other problem is I'm trying to think like my main focal point. That's my starting point. Like, this is where my learning curve comes into. So it is what it is there. But yeah, the dogs and I hung out, enjoyed the rest of my cigar, went ahead, came inside, got the dogs all ready for bed, got their beds all set up and whatnot, and then wrapped it up and called it a night. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.